Hello all and welcome to the Duplicate Success International Monday night webinar. Today is Monday, February 2nd. My name is Randy Krebs, Gold Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up and paying attention and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He achieved the rank of Ruby Director within our company. He is the co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He's an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am. Thank you, Dad, so much for the introduction. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, welcome to tonight's Monday webinar. It's February 2nd. 2015, and I know everybody is getting back to work after a great Super Bowl weekend, and we have a lot of recognition to start out with, and in fact several people who are on this webinar are being recognized for all their outstanding achievements in the past week. And so I want to get started with that because we have a lot of it and everybody's been doing a great job. So with our team recognition, the first people that we'd like to recognize is Renee and Megan Martinez. They advanced their business to the builder level in USANA, which means they made their first $200 or more check in 1 week, which is not bad for a week's work of a part-time business. Actually made $243 to be exact, but actually replaced Megan's personal trainer income that week. And so they're doing a phenomenal job. They're building a great team, and we're very proud of them. So congratulations, Renee and Megan Martinez from Pleasanton, Texas. We also want to take a moment to welcome Robert and Priscilla Ramirez to our Duplicate Success International team. And Robert and Priscilla were actually introduced by Renee and Megan Martinez. Robert is an LVN, a registered nurse, and Priscilla is actually does hair and also a stay-at-home mom. And they are actually on the line, and I want to just hear from them for a moment. I'm going to unmute you, Priscilla. Let's see here. Are you there, Priscilla?
Yes.
Welcome to the team.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome to the team. Tell us what you're excited about with USANA.
I'm excited about helping new people become healthier and meeting more people.
Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about how you were introduced to USANA and what made you want to be part of the team.
I was introduced by USANA. I was actually looking around. I couldn't find something that was right for me. I would actually drink the Herbalife shakes as a meal replacement when I didn't have time to eat. And I know Renee and Megan invited us over to try out some of the products, and I fell in love with the shakes.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for sharing your story, Megan, Priscilla. We're excited.
You're welcome.
We're excited to be hosting your first mixer tomorrow night, and for everybody.
I'm excited as well.
Yes, I know, and you and your husband Robert have done an amazing job inviting for this, and for all of you who are listening or watching this webinar. Hosting mixers is the absolute best way to get a fast start in your business. I want to encourage everybody to host mixers. In fact, that's what this webinar is all about. So thank you again, Priscilla.
You're welcome.
All right, I just muted you now. We're going to move on with the recognition. Okay, so the next person I'd like to recognize actually is Joshua and Dasha Union for sponsoring so many clients. This is Marjorie Evans, who's a new client sponsored by Joshua and Dasha Union. Then John Garza, sponsored by Erica Carrasco. And, oh, we have the slides out of order here. I wanted to talk about the several clients that were sponsored by Joshua and Dasha and then come back and talk to Erica because Erica's done an amazing job as well. So Joshua and Dasha also sponsored Lawrence Union III in Florida, and that's Joshua's older brother. And also welcome Shay Thomas, a new client sponsored by Joshua and Dasha Union. Welcome Craig Union, another new client sponsored by Joshua and Dasha Union. All right, so that's a lot of clients to be enrolling in a short period of time. In fact, we did the numbers, and Joshua and Dasha have enrolled, I think they've enrolled 13 people in January. That's a person every other day. So they're doing a phenomenal job. I'm going to unmute the line. If you could unmute yourself, Joshua and Dasha, would you mind sharing with the team what you feel like is helping you be successful, and also why you're excited about USANA?
Well, what I feel has really helped us, one, stay motivated, is just having a great mentor. I think, Jared, you have definitely allowed us an amazing avenue, knowledge, and motivation that just allows us to just keep on moving, doing our DMO, we talk on a regular basis, and that alone is just an amazing foundation to the USANA business.
And duplication in the whole thing, it really does make a difference.
Duplication. Well, thank you. I received the compliment, and I have to turn it back on the two of you as well, because there's lots of people that I've worked with in the past that haven't had the same follow-through that you guys have had, and obviously the best of the best are the people who get on these webinars and who watch and study. So congratulations on the great start you've had, and on being the number 14 top income earners in the state of Colorado for the entire USANA United States. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now I want to move to Erica Carrasco and her brand new client named John Garza. I'm going to unmute you, Erica. You have to unmute yourself as well. Erica, welcome to the call. Welcome to the webinar.
Thank you.
Tell everybody what city that you're in Texas, and about your new client.
Well, I just moved from San Antonio to Midland, Texas, actually where I'm from. The USANA atmosphere here is almost non-existent. Most people here have never heard of it. So it's pretty much starting fresh. Everyone here basically uses Herbalife or Plexus and all those other companies. And when Jay Henserling, who's my sponsor, came down to Midland to talk with some of my family members, which is funny because John Garza's sister sells Herbalife.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes, but they truly believed in what Jay was, because this was my first show, so she truly felt that after seeing the change in myself from the conditions that I have, they figured that as a family, they have health conditions themselves, and so decided to go with our health line. And his dad, John's dad, also named John, started on my health pack, and he has gout. And after 3 months, he said he's feeling so much better, so his son decided he wanted to start taking it because he has a skin condition. So for them, as a family, they made the decision to switch from Herbalife to USANA.
That's wild. So you're saying that he had really bad gout, and he took the products, and the product helped him improve his health and helped his body with the gout?
Exactly. And he's actually, it's funny because I found out last night at our Super Bowl party that he's telling everybody they need to try it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds like this might be a chance for you to host a mixer out there.
Exactly.
Well, fantastic. Well, welcome to the webinars, Erica. It's good to hear your voice, and look forward to seeing all the brand new clients and associates you're going to be helping out there in Midland.
Me too.
All right. So let's move on with a little bit more about recognition, because recognition really is the glue to our organization. It's a glue to any organization. And by the way, recognition doesn't happen for people very often in their everyday life. So when you can sponsor a new client and make them feel special and put their face on even on a Facebook post, that's recognition, and that makes people feel validated. That makes people feel special. And if people there's a saying that people are not loyal to products. People are loyal to people. And that is completely true. I have seen people be totally loyal to their friends, totally loyal to the people that they love, people that made a difference, not necessarily to the product. So you are going to be that difference to your clients and associates. If they feel loyalty to you, they're going to stay your client for life. Do you know that our biggest competitor is not Herbalife? Did you know that, Erica? Our biggest competitor is not Amway or any of these other companies, not Plexus. Yeah, I'm going to tell you who our biggest competitor is. Our biggest competitor is Whole Foods. Why are they going to buy USANA when they can go buy a shake at Whole Foods or a healthy bar or whatever, or healthy vitamins at Whole Foods? They're going to do it because, number one, they have loyalty to you, and number two, USANA is a great product. But there's other great products out there. So the key is to build loyalty, and we're going to be covering ways to retain your clients in the future, probably at our next week's webinar. But one way is recognition, and by building a Facebook group, and also by giving stories. So I want to say kudos to all of you because you all are building great organizations with lots of recognition. Next, we want to go ahead and recognize Randy and Viola Krebs. This is a big, big deal. They have sponsored Angela Protz and her husband Kevin as clients. But oh my gosh, you guys, we have spent 10 years working on these two. Mostly Angela. Like to see her face on a USANA webinar slide is just a awesome, awesome feeling. I don't want to steal all the thunder, but I want Mom and Dad to take a 30-second intro and tell everyone the journey that and why they've been able to enroll our family member, Angela.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, this picture, like Jared says, brings tears to my eyes because, like Jared said, we've showed Angela is Jared's cousin and my niece, so she's my sister's daughter. And Jared showed her videos of the business and the products, and it was just not good timing for her until her daughter, her 13-year-old daughter, started having seizures. And that was just recently. And she had her first seizure, and it really scared Angela and Kevin. And so, I thought, how am I going to introduce this to Angela? So I had to really think how to do this without turning her off. So she happened to have a second seizure. So at this point, I had already contacted Hybrid Solutions. So I got on Hybrid Solutions, and I got a story from someone who had had success with the products with someone who had seizures. So I had this story in my hand, and also I got online and I checked out what vitamin deficiencies are there for seizures. I learned that vitamin D and vitamin B and omegas was huge for seizures. So I got on Facebook and I just kind of told her the story, just the short little story, and then she wrote. I PM'd her, so it wasn't on on her Facebook timeline, and then she PM'd me back and said, yes, I am interested. And I said, well, do you want to know what products from USANA would help? And she said, absolutely. And so we just went from there. And so now she's got her on the Body Rocks because she's only 13, and on the Biomega Junior. And so far, so good. So we're really excited.
Wow. Well, you just shared a big tip to everybody listening. You went on Hybrid Solutions, which is a Facebook group. You searched for stories for the certain problem that her daughter is facing. You shared a story first. You didn't try and sell USANA. You shared a story. And then you said, would you like to know more about how USANA helped this person? And she was able to say yes. That is total skill. And kudos to you for having such a high skill level and for being able to make an enrollment out of that, Mom.
You're very welcome. The big winner is her daughter, and I'm just excited, just really excited.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Mom. So let's move on to a few more recognitions, but that was a big one. So this week we had 2 Dr. Oz Show referrals. My mom and dad welcome Charlotte Kearns as a new client referred to by the Dr. Oz Show. And I welcome Valerie Smith from Washington, referred to as a new client by the Dr. Oz Show. If you want to get free clients like this from the Dr. Oz Show, you have to go gold. And going gold means that you build a business that produces a $1,000 per week check. If you do that, USANA is going to give you free clients from the Dr. Oz Show and free clients that register at USANA.com. So we show you these to inspire you and to motivate you to become gold and above. All right, so now I want to take a moment and do team recognition, and this is a client success story. This is Ashli Cuevas from San Antonio, and I'm not sure if she's actually on the line right now, but I just want to share her story with you because she's a great friend of mine, and she's, you see the Facebook post here, there's nothing more beautiful than a woman with a child. This is my daughter Ashli expecting another little girl with Justin Ward. So Justin is her fiance, and Justin became a USANA associate last year, about this time, and when Ashli became pregnant with their third child, it was just so great because they had USANA. They knew about USANA. We didn't have to teach them anything because they had already been associates. Ashli's having a very successful pregnancy, and she's using the USANA prenatals. Ashli also has a great experience with the Sansei skincare line. She's used that along with the vitamins, and she's noticed a great improvement with her skin clarity and no more acne, and she's tried everything. So congratulations, Ashli, and we're excited to see your baby come into the world, another USANA baby. It's the best thing you can do for your babies is to give them USANA, especially while they're still in the mother's womb. All right, so let's talk a little bit about recognition. We have, the way we do it is with Facebook. There's Facebook private groups. Now this group, basically, you have to be added to this group, but when all of you on this webinar, you are part of this group, USANA Clients page. When you enroll somebody new as a client, you got to come to this page, the USANA Clients page in your Facebook, and I just put the red box around the members. You have to add your client right there. You have to type in their name, they'll pop up, and you hit add. Now your client is part of our group. Next thing, you make a post. You see this post I have here, Craig Dowdy. I put a little welcome, I put his picture, and I tagged him. So now he gets to see all of the different USANA client information. He gets recognition. And what do people want? Recognition. Give them what they want. And then everybody posts and says, welcome, Craig, and it's great. So I want to encourage you all to do that. Now, when you enroll an associate, you go to our Team DSI Facebook page. This is for associates only, okay? So same thing. If you enroll an associate, you go add them to the group, and then you post, and you tag them with a picture, creating recognition, creating that buzz. Me personally, when I enroll an associate, I also add them to the USANA Clients page because I want the clients to see that other people are starting a USANA business. So you can do both for clients. And if you have a client that's interested in possibly working a USANA business, you can add them to our Team DSI page as well. So that's up to you. Some clients are interested in working a USANA business, they're just not ready yet. You can add them. Other clients will never work a USANA business, so don't add those people. If they don't want to work it, then you don't have to add them to this page. Lastly, there's a third-party group called Hybrid Solutions. And you are all members of this as well, Hybrid Solutions. The special thing about Hybrid is there's 4,800 USANA associates that are members of this page. So this is for associates only. They do not allow clients onto this page. So when you sponsor a new associate, you have to go add them to Hybrid and then post a welcome as well, because there's an administrator who has to approve them. They're not just going to be added like our groups. They have to be approved by the administrator. So you have to do a welcome post, but this is the best place for community and stories. 4,800 associates. They're all from different cross lines all over the United States and the world. Now, how did my mom find that story about what was Brooklyn's issue, Mom?
Seizures.
Seizures. How did my mom find that story about seizures? she went to Hybrid Solutions, and do you see where it says search this group? I just showed you the box. You got to type in seizures right there, and it'll pull up all the posts that have ever been asked about seizures. So that's the way to do it. And basically, whenever I have somebody, like I had someone who asked me about knee problems. With knee problems, I typed in knee problems, and I got all these stories, and I share the stories. I had someone ask me about premenopausal, postmenopausal. I typed that in, I got stories. Now, the main thing, guys, is you cannot make health claims. USANA is not a cure for seizures. USANA is not a cure for knee problems. It's not a cure for premenopausal, postmenopausal. It is just that if your body gets the nutrients that it needs, it helps the body heal itself. So you got to tell stories, and then give that disclaimer, and then let people figure out the products that are best for them, okay? It's very important that we're compliant and we protect our company. Okay, so now we're going to move on to how to host your own USANA Mixer. And this training is actually, first things first, you can download the slideshow that I'm about to walk you through at mixer.onebody.info. If you go to that link, and you might want to write this down, mixer.onebody.info. When you go to this link, you'll be able to download the slideshow that I'm about to show you when you give your USANA Mixer. And I want you all to refer to page 7 of the Fast Track manual, and you should have it printed. Right now you should have it printed, but if you don't have it printed, go ahead and write down this link, fasttrack.onebody.info. That is our entire Fast Track manual that covers how to start a new associate and how existing associates can build a solid business. So we're going to go through that. You don't need to go print it out right now because I have it all set up on this slideshow, but you need that, and you need to always have an extra copy for new people, or extra couple copies of the Fast Track manual, because you never know when they're ready. You got to give them that manual right on the spot. All right, so let's go into page 7. I've actually zoomed it in. Let's review page 7 of the manual together, and this is going to set you up to host your own USANA Mixer. Step 1 is to pick your date. Mark on the calendar when you're going to host your event. Include the date and time. If possible, schedule your event when an upline leader can attend to be your third-party expert. This is not completely necessary. Do not wait. If your upline leader lives in another city or state, don't wait for them. You're the leader. You can host a mixer. Nothing has to be perfect. Just have fun. Make people shakes and show them a slideshow. Number 3, schedule 30 minutes of mixer time before the presentation begins. That's when we make people a shake and we talk to them about them and their life. We're going to get into that 30 minutes in a few slides, what that 30 minutes looks like. Step 2 is to build your list. Over-invite. The rule of thumb is that only 20% of the people that you invite will show up to your event. Do you want more people to show up? Invite more people. Example, if I want 2 people to show up, I invite 10. If I want 5 people to show up, I invite 25. And then step 3 is invite. Your job is to invite. Do not get into too much detail. So what do you say? All right, this slide shows you mastering the invite. Keep it short and sweet. Here's exactly what I text to people, and I teach our teams to text. Hey, do you have plans on Tuesday night or whatever night you're having it? Great, I'm having a small get-together at my house on Tuesday at 7, and I would love for you to join us. Now, the presentation is going to start at 7:30, but I'm telling people at 7 so that we can make them a shake and do the mixer, okay? So that's the text we send. Again, this is all in the Fast Track manual. Step number 4 is setting up your home event. Determine the products you will need to sample or use as prizes and giveaways. Arrange any equipment you need to present. Step 5, the day of the event. Recall or text all the prospects that agreed to be at your event and verify their attendance. Say something like, hey, just making sure you're still coming over tonight at 7 for my home event. Okay? So you've got to do that. If your mixer's on a Tuesday and you've set up all these invites, you've got it on Tuesday about 2 to 3 hours before. You're going to send that. Or actually, it's better to even call them all. And if they don't answer, send them a text. Now, next is hosting your event. Be prepared. First thing, pets and children are away from the main area not to cause unwanted distraction. We tell parents they can bring their kids because we don't want parents to use that as an excuse. However, we always have an area for the kids to be at. For example, we're hosting a mixer tomorrow with Renee and Megan Martinez and Robert and Priscilla Ramirez. Those two families alone, that's like 3 kids each, so that's 6 kids right there. Plus, we have some people with kids who are coming over, so we told them, it's okay, bring your kids, but they're going to be playing in another room and someone's going to be supervising that area. So you want to set it up that way so that parents can bring their kids, and it's best for parents to bring their kids because that shows them that they can build their business with their kids. And the kids can try the products. We make the kids a little mini shake, so the kids can try the shakes. At the Martinez presentation, we have their kids come up and say why they like the USANAmals during the testimonial slides. So I can tell you guys, having kids there is a good thing. Then you got the mixer, 30 minutes before showtime. Have guests sample the products. Some people like to just pass out little tiny cups with shakes. I don't. I like to give them a full shake. I say, which one do you want, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry? And I make them a whole full 3-scoop shake, a big old cup, and they feel good and they feel full. And speaking of that, I can't wait to have my shake after this webinar. Allow the guests to blend their own shakes and sample the bars. Have some light, upbeat music should be playing in the background. The event outline. When you start, you want to give the host introduction, your 2-minute story. Something like, I want to thank you for coming to my home this evening to learn what is new with me. I'm very excited about my new business. The company I've partnered with, USANA Health Sciences, has some incredible products and business opportunity I wanted to share with all of you. And then you want to say your story, something like, I'm currently working as a guitar teacher, but I'm building my USANA business because the products have helped me with my health. I feel great, and I'm excited that I can replace my income and be able to increase my income to provide for my family. So you want to say something like that at the beginning. Then go through the slideshow. Just read the slides. I'm gonna demonstrate. Do not ask for questions at the end. When everything's over, you pass out order forms, and I will be just demonstrating also on this webinar how to do the close. Okay, next slide here is helping them get started. When you're finished with the mixer, you've passed out the price list and order forms. You're going to use the associate closing script in the Fast Track manual. And that's actually on page 6 of the Fast Track manual, pages 5 and 6 actually. So you can access that and read it. If somebody doesn't sign up at your home, however, they're interested, set up a follow-up date and time. And for those who join as associates at your home event, follow the Fast Start method to building their business, which means give them a Fast Track manual that I had mentioned that you need to have printed out and ready. Step 8, use prizes and incentives. This is optional. Some people have offered $50 cash to the first 1 to 3 people that fill out the form, the enrollment form with option, actually it's option 4 with 500-point order. We need to change that, that's a typo. Option 4 means in the getting started form where people fill it out to start, it's option 4. And number 2, offer a product prize for the first 1 to 3 people that enroll as preferred customers with a 50 or more point auto order. Prize examples include a blender bottle with a single serving Nutrimil, a snack bar in Rev 3, or a bag of Nutrimil, or a box of bars, or a case of Rev 3. I like to give out a hand therapy, also the hand lotion. So that's your option. It does work though. I like to say at the end, if you enroll with a 50+ point auto order, I'll give you a free hand lotion. And that's usually, I usually write them a check for the $13 hand lotion, and I add that to their initial order. So that's usually how I give them. I say, here, cash this check, and we'll add this to your order. And that's kind of how I do it. All right, and then if they enroll as an associate, give them a GoPro book and the Rise of the Entrepreneur CD and Welcome to the Team. The GoPro book is only $12. I keep a stash of those with me because, man, it is nice when you can give something that's professional to your new team member and help them get started quickly and inspired fast. Okay, so let's talk specifically about the first 30 minutes. This is before the presentation. This is the most important part. It's funny that the most important part of the mixer is not the slides. I repeat, the most important part of the mixer is not the slides. It is actually the first 30 minutes. And that's covered on page 8 of the Fast Track manual. And we're going to cover it real fast. It's the script to introduce your expert. Now, if you have an expert there, basically an expert is somebody who is not you. And they have to be also a USANA associate, okay? So If you're hosting a mixer and you have one other USANA associate at your mixer, you're going to say this: I want you to meet my business partner, Megan Martinez. She's really respected in the company, and I'm very lucky to be working with her. Okay, even if Megan is not in your business and she's a cross-line friend, you want to say, I want you to meet my business partner, Megan Martinez. She's really respected in the company. I'm very lucky to be working with her. Now, this right here is what this does is this makes the prospect respect Megan. Okay, so the prospect starts to feel like, wow, this person's special. Everyone is respected in the company, right? So it's not like you're lying. I mean, everybody is, and you are lucky to be working with someone so committed. Even if they're not in your business, they could be still someone you're working with and you're teaming up with. Now, here's the key, and this is something you do whether or not you have anybody there who's in USANA. You do this. The expert takes over and forms the prospect. What does form mean? Stands for family, occupation, recreation, and then message. But in a nutshell, it says visit and learn about them, what they do for work, about their family, what they like about their job, what they dislike about their job. Basically talk about them. Do not try and talk about you. Do not try and sell USANA. Just, what do you do? Oh, you work as a nurse. Okay, how long have you been doing that? They're going to say, oh, and what do you like about it? They're going to say it. What do you dislike about it? And then you build the questions off of that. You want to get them talking about them. It's the first 30 minutes is all about forming them. Now, at some point, you do want to share your 1-minute USANA success story. So here's mine. I'd say, well, no, that's awesome. I've learned so much about you and how you're a nurse and you like it because it's helping people. I just want you to know that USANA's helped me a lot. I had horrible allergies. I was taking Claritin, Allegra, Zyrtec. I was suffocating under allergies. And USANA's not a cure, but when I started to take the supplements, it allowed my body to heal itself, and I've been off allergy meds now for 10 years. Okay, so that's my 1-minute story. You see how I'm not blabbing, I'm not going off, I'm not talking too much. It's short because I got to turn and talk about them again. Okay, now the expert also will edify you. So if you have another associate there, you're going to edify the other associate. Sometimes at our mixers, I'll say, I'm really proud of Joshua and Dasha because they were the number 14 top income earners in Colorado last week. Or whatever the compliment is. If you're brand new, then you just say, hey, I'm really proud of Robert and Priscilla because they actually have followed all the directions we've asked in their first week, and that's what the top 10% of USANA associates do. That's true, and that's to someone who's brand new. Okay, so you want to create that. You want to create that environment, and that environment is basically by forming and being short when you talk about yourself and edifying the other USANA associates that are around you. If everybody does that for the 30 minutes, your prospect's ready to sign up. They don't even care what it is. They like the environment. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what you have to create is an environment. Okay? Continue with the process. So after that 30 minutes, then the expert's going to either go into the closing questions or start the presentation. Right? So this can happen, when I say closing questions, this introduce your expert segment can happen also on a three-way phone call. All right? If you introduce someone on a three-way call, this exact thing also happens. So please master this. Please take this seriously because this is the key to having your people get started. Okay, so again, before we get into the presentation, and I'm going to go through these pretty quickly to show you how simple it is, but I want you to save this link. Download the slideshow. It's a PowerPoint, so you need to have Microsoft Office. If you don't have Microsoft Office, you need to buy it because that is the standard for doing PowerPoint presentations. Okay, and doing slideshows. But mixer.onebody.info, that's how you can download the PowerPoint of the slides I'm about to share with you. And then, again, refer to page 7 of the Fast Track Manual for all the things that we just reviewed. Okay, guys, let's get started here. When I start my mixer, when I host a mixer, I usually start with my story. So when this slide is displayed, this is slide 1, I get up there, and I would say, if I'm like, say, at a new associate's home, or if I'm hosting my own mixer at the clubhouse, I get up there and I say, hey guys, thank you all for coming. I just want to start off by saying, sharing my story with you. I originally started USANA because I had really bad allergies. I had horrible health, and I was in my 20s. And I was really concerned. I was suffocating under allergies every summer. Every time the weather would change, and for the whole 3 months, it would turn into sinus infections. I was introduced to USANA, and I originally loved, well, I still love the products, but the products are not a cure, but the products have helped my cells and helped my body heal itself. And I've been off allergy meds now for 10 years. So that's number one. And then also, I decided to pursue USANA as a business because as a guitar teacher, I was stuck with my income. And in this time, I've been able to replace my income and much, much more. And if you don't have a story like that for you guys listening, then you want to say what you're building towards. So you could be like, you know, I'm a guitar teacher. I've just started with this, but what I love is there's people that will teach me, and there's a way here that I can increase my income and help others at the same time. And that's my goal. So let's go ahead and get right started into it. So this slide is usually when I share my story, okay? This slide here with me and Crystal, I'm going to make a webinar that's basically a push and play. Not right now, but it's going to be probably something I make later on this week. And it's going to be something where you could just play the whole video, and it'll start by having me here share my story. But you don't need to make a fancy slide like this. You can if you want, but you can start with this one, okay? It just depends on you. I don't like to use this slide at home mixers because it's too complex. It makes me look too fancy. I don't want to look fancy. I want to look simple. So that's why I would rather use this slide to start. Okay? So this right here is going to be where I would go after I share my story. And again, guys, I'm going to go through this. It's going to take me about 15 minutes to get through the entire slideshow. That's pretty fast, but if you're slow at it, it should take 20 minutes, maybe 25 max. And I want you to notice that I'm just reading the slides. I'm not doing anything special, and I'm not blabbering. Please do not blabber. Please do not get boring. The slower you are on these slides, the worse it's going to be. Everyone's going to check out. People need to see things go by fast. People have short attention spans, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate with you how I give a presentation. You'll see how smooth it is and how I'm basically just reading the slides. And I tell short stories. Again, I cannot emphasize that enough. They need to be short. You cannot get off on tangents. Okay? So if money was not an object, what would your life look like today? Maybe you'd be going on vacation to places you've always wanted to go, or you'd have a new vehicle, or maybe you'd be giving back to society. But it takes money to do these things. It also takes time to do these things. And today's health reality is pretty bad. Our country is in a lot of trouble. So many people have heart problems, cancer, stroke, asthma, allergies, and diabetes. Raise your hand if you have a family member with any one of these diseases. Everybody raises their hand. I say, so do I. I've been through all these. I've seen my family members go through these. And it's just a horrible reality that we need to help our society. So what causes disease? Stress. Raise your hand if you have stress. Everybody raises their hand. I say, so do I. Poor eating habits. Genetically modified foods. Radiation. Toxins. Pollution. Nutrients and antioxidants give our cells the boost they need to win the fight against free radicals. Here's your cells. On the left is healthy human cells in culture. In the middle is damaged cells after adding digested products from a fast food meal. And the one on the right is similar cells when antioxidants are included. That would be like USANA. So there's a big difference from eating a fast food meal and having USANA protecting your cells. And that's what USANA is all about. So this is the story of USANA. We were founded by Dr. Myron Wentz, who has a PhD in microbiology and immunology. He founded Go Labs in the 1970s. He's an expert at giving optimal nutrition to human cells. You see him pictured there on the top left. He founded USANA in 1992. And he's won the Albert Einstein Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Life Sciences in 2007. And the vision of USANA is to manufacture the highest quality, science-based products people can trust. This is our home office. It's in Salt Lake City, Utah. You see all those flags? USANA operates in 20 different countries. We're also publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. The products are made in an FDA-registered facility, which you see right there, 100% potency guarantee, and it's doctor approved. It's listed in the physician's desk reference, the PDR. That's in every doctor's office in the United States. Dr. Oz's foundation, Healthcorps, and USANA's True Health Foundation have united for charity. Dr. Oz has spoken at our last 3 international conventions, and now USANA is also a trusted partner of the Dr. Oz show. So it's really nice to be working with Dr. Oz in those capacities. USANA is also in the media. This is just a bunch of movie stars and celebrities that use USANA. Samuel L. Jackson, famous actor, Jason Priestley, Mario Lopez, Mel B, Nia Long, Jennifer Hewitt, even Paris Hilton takes USANA. Also, athletes love the products because they trust their health to USANA, and there's no drugs in the products, so they're able to keep their gold medals. Michael Johnson, you see here, the track star, Serena Williams, the tennis star, Derek Parra, the Mexico soccer team actually takes USANA. Apollo Anton Ono, Jennifer Azzi, Shaun White, Annie Studebaker. So all these people from the highest levels of sports take USANA. And they trust their health to USANA. Also, Manny Pacquiao, the boxer, takes USANA. So does Timothy Bradley. Over 600 elite athletes take USANA products because they're able to trust their health and know that there's no drugs in the products and it's totally safe. So what do they take? What does everyone take? Well, it starts with the essentials. The essentials are listed on the left. It's the mega antioxidant and the chelated mineral. It's these 2 bottles. They come together, and that's for adults. For kids, you have the USANimals, and for teens, we have the Body Rocks. Now, it was ranked #1 supplement in North America by this study here pictured at the bottom that tested over 1,600 supplements. Next slide. So do you guys see how I don't take a lot of time on the 1,600 supplements thing because I want to get to the pictures. So I just say USANA rated #1 on this third-party study that tested 1,600 supplements, but I like to see the visual results. And then I go right to the Apple slide. Now, if your prospect has a lot of questions, you should buy this book. It's like $12. It's called The Nutritional Supplements Guide. It's by Lyle McWilliam. And if the prospect has questions at the end, I will pull out that book and I'll show them to look up different products and do the comparison. But I will not do that in the slideshow because the slideshow needs to go by fast. And most prospects do not care about all the studies. What they care about is the stories and the pictures and the taste of the shakes. Okay, so be quick on that. And again, just to recap, when I go to here, I talk about the 2 products, the essentials, and then for kids and teens. And then I just go, and then there's a third-party study that tested 1,600 products, and USANA rated #1 in that study. But I like to see the pictures, and this is a visual. What happens when you cut an apple and leave it on the table? And then I let them answer the question. They say, oh, the apple goes brown. Okay, so what they did was they put antioxidants in the water from USANA, from Kirkland, from Costco, the Centrum product, and bottled water to see how it would protect the apple from going brown, from being oxidized, because you are that apple. So 48 hours later, you can see the USANA apple still yellow. You can see the Kirkland was black, the Centrum and the bottled water are about the same. What protection would you like for the cells of your body? And then I shut up, and I let them answer. So that's what you got to do. You just have to be quiet and, laugh and kind of, a lot of them will be like, oh, I want to be the yellow one. I want to be the apple. And sometimes they're sarcastic. They're like, ooh, I want to be Kirkland. But it's just funny. But they know. They get the point. So then we move on quickly. USANA has also optimizers to optimize your health. For example, we have omega-3 fish oil or Precosa for the joints. You can add and choose the products that help your health. Now, you don't need to know all about every optimizer product. All you need to know is 1 or 2 of them. So you might say, well, Biomega, that's our second most important one. Precosa for the joints. So then move on quickly because, again, the prospects, you're trying to keep their attention. We also have convenient AM/PM packs with the Health Pack and the My Health Pack. It's customized. You can actually choose the pills that are best for you. We also have meal replacement bars and shakes. They taste so good. And if you've been at the mixer, you're having a shake right now and enjoying it. I also have bars at the mixers. I usually have them choose one. I don't give them everything. I say, which one do you want? Choco chip, peanut bliss, or fudge delight, or nuts and berries. Then we also have Rev 3. It's a healthy energy drink. Oh my gosh, they taste so good, and it replaces like a Rockstar or a Monster, because those energy drinks at the gas stations hurt your pancreas. And the Rev 3 is green tea based, has no chemicals. It's just 1 cup of coffee equivalent. They also have the stick packs you can mix in bottled water. And then the skincare line, no chemical preservatives. I use it, men use it, women use it, and it's just lovely. I actually use the cleanser to shave with. I use the daytime to protect my skin from the sun. So these are big industries. This is how I end this slide. I say, USANA is helping everyday people capitalize off of these big industries. Supplements is a huge industry. Weight loss, big industry. Energy drinks, another big industry. And skincare is another big industry. People are going to use these products regardless. So this allows people to capitalize on that trend. One of USANA's main products is the Reset. It's a 5-pound, 5-day program. And if you're telling this story and you haven't done the Reset yet, I suggest you do the Reset and tell your story during this slide if you're presenting. And I lost 6 pounds in 5 days when I did the Reset. And we have a lot of stories like that. In fact, I'm going to go into some stories right now, then transfer into these stories. This is Lisa Slater from Nevada. USANA's products and healthy habits allowed me to lose 70 pounds. I'm so passionate about what this company does. Now, do you see how I'm reading Lisa Slater's name first, and then I'm reading her quote word for word? Please do it that way, because it's just confusing to the prospect if you're trying to be like, oh, this is Lisa and she says this and that. No, just read her name and then read the slide. This is Lisa Slater from Nevada. USANA's products and healthy habits allowed me to lose 70 pounds. I'm so passionate about what this company does. Next slide. This is Rod Walls from Ohio. He says, prior to taking USANA, I was overweight and I had low energy. Today I've lost 23 pounds and I feel awesome. Next slide. This is Sloane Stevens from Florida. She says, with USANA's high-quality products, I'm achieving great things both on and off the court. She actually defeated Serena Williams in the Australian Open. This is Viola Krebs from Utah. Viola and Randy Krebs. Since taking USANA, I feel better than ever before. My feet feel great, and I'm finally able to hike through the mountains of Utah. This is Lorenzo Garibay from Texas. Taking USANA's products, I feel better at age 61 than age 41. They become a part of my everyday life. Oh, and for those of you listening on this webinar, you all know my mom and dad, so you can elaborate on this story a little bit. You can say, you know, she had horrible plantar fasciitis. She had to quit her job working at the hospitals because she couldn't be on her feet for 10 hours. And this was in her 40s. Today she's 58, and she's able to hike the mountains of Utah. Again, USANA is not a cure, but she gave her body what it needed, and it's amazing when you give the body what it needs, what can happen. Again, be short, but still good stories. And then Reset Your Health. This is the last story. Hattie Montgomery, she lost more than 320 pounds. She says, USANA's Reset Weight Management Program has changed my life, and you can see the picture there. It's life-changing. At this point, I would like everyone who's in this mixer to go ahead and share your 30-second USANA story. At this point, I would actually have the USANA associates in the room. Even if there's just one other USANA associate in the room, share their live story. And please make it 30 seconds. Please, please, please make it quick, because we want to get 5 stories. If there's 5 associates in that room and each one has a 30-second story, that prospect is like, their head is spinning with stories. They're ready to sign up because they see so many stories. But on the other hand, if one associate talks for 3 or 4 minutes about how they learned about it from their Uncle Joe, who someone told his Uncle Joe, and they're just going off on tangents, it kills the presentation. So please have your 30-second story ready. Please be able to tell it quickly. But, you know, be relaxed about it. But I can't stress that enough, that you have your story succinct. Okay, so now this right here is where you would introduce the second speaker. So when I'm training somebody and I'm teaching someone how to be a professional at this type of business, I'm wanting them to be able to give this presentation by their 2nd to 3rd home event. So usually I have them do the first half. If it's a husband and wife, I'll have the wife do the second part and the husband do the first part, or vice versa. And at this point is when you switch over to the next speaker. So if you're going to have, let's say, the husband do the finances, and you're a wife and you just did the products, then you're going to say, at this point, you're going to say, are you financially healthy as you want to be? I want to take a moment and introduce my husband, XYZ, and then you want to give him a compliment. You say, I am so lucky to be married to him because he has helped me with my health. He's supported me in everything I've ever wanted to do, and I'm so happy that we're working together, and he's just a great man, and he's going to take you through this. You've got to say those little words because that creates respect, and that makes the prospect say, ooh, geez, I want to be part of this team. Okay, so please say something nice when you switch over to the next person. That is the key to this, this whole type of business. All right, so then the next speaker comes up, and you're going to go through this. Now, as the next speaker, you want to start with your story as well. So, you know, you're going to start like, I was working in the oil fields 1 week on, 1 week off, and I was looking for something that could help change my family's health. We tried the products. It was phenomenal, and now we want to share this with people because we care about others. And also, it's also replaced my wife's income already, and we've only been with the company for 3 weeks. So something like that would be a great, I just said your story, Renee Martinez. So then you're going to go into these slides. Now the comp plan slides are even more simple because you don't have to tell as many stories. So if you're doing the comp plan slides, I want you to just read the slide as the things appear. So watch how I do this. Okay, 6 ways to earn income with USANA. Number 1, retail, that's for quick cash. Number 2, weekly earnings, that's stable long-term income. Number 3, matching bonus, that's when you help others start successfully. Number 4, incentives, is luxury travel and contests. Number 5, leadership bonus is for full-time associates. And number 6, elite bonus is for the top 50 income earners worldwide. Now, how it works is you get paid profit on the volume of products moved, similar to a franchise. You see pictured there as a Subway. If you owned a Subway, you'd get paid profit on the volume of sandwiches moved. Okay, the next part is when one business is successful, you can expand to have more. In the case of a Subway, you would get a second location and a third location because more business centers equals more profit. A USANA business works the same way. Here's the tricky slide, guys. Just read the stuff as it appears. With USANA, you can start with one business center, which is $1,000 a week earning potential or $52,000 a year. And you're building Group A and Group B. Group A and B are groups of associates and clients who love the products. Now, here's an example. Group A and B did 8,000 volume points of orders, which is about $8,000 of orders. And side note, notice that I'm not saying 4,000 left, 4,000 right. I say 8,000 total. Why? Because the next point is your commission is $800, 10% payout. So I'm going to just rewind this slide for a minute. You can start with one business center, which means you're building Group A, which is a group of clients and associates, and Group B, which is a group of clients and associates. And your earning potential is $1,000 a week or $52,000 a year. In this example, Group A and Group B did collectively 8,000 volume points of orders, and your commission check is $800, which is a 10% payout. Okay? Or you can start with 3 business centers, which is $156,000 a year potential. With 3 business centers, you're building groups A, B, C, and D. Again, these are groups of people who love the products and also are associates. They're either clients or associates. In this example, the 8,000 volume points is spread out over your 4 groups. It doubles your pay, $1,600 payout, which is a 20% payout. So the 3 business centers is by far the best way to go because it doubles your pay. More business centers equals more profit. You can expand beyond that as well. Next slide. Okay, so you guys see how quickly I got through that. That was just, I'm just reading one thing at a time. I'm making sure I do the 8,800, and I'm doing 8,000, 1,600. And then I'm over. I'm gone. That slide, if you can get through this slide, you will master the comp plan. And if you can do it simple and quick, you're going to make the person feel like, oh, I can do this. So that slide is real simple if you know some tricks. Okay, so then continuing on, how much can you earn? This type of person makes $100 to $200 a month. Maybe they host a mixer every now and then. They help a few of their family members and friends be on the products, and they're making $100 to $200 a month, which pays for their products. Their products are free, and they're happy. Most people are like that. Then there's a person that's a little more serious, and they're making $300 up to $5,000 a month. That means that they're getting trained. They're hosting mixers every week or every other week. They are going to training seminars, and they're much more serious. And their paycheck reflects that. They're helping more people. Makes sense. Then there's a person that's making $5,000 up to $100,000 a month, and that is not a typo. There are people making that type of money at doing this type of business, doing home mixers just like this. You see pictured there is the $1 Million Club. That is, each one of those individuals has earned over $1 million during their time with USANA. And for me as a guitar teacher, there was no $1 Million Club as a guitar teacher. So I love that I could be part of this and be able to grow into this income with USANA. But there is a problem. Now I love this slide, everybody, because this slide right here gets rid of all the rosy, hype. Because sometimes people think this is too good to be true, right? So I like to. This slide's great because it's like saying to them, you know what? There is a problem. So I go through this slide quickly, but I just read it. But there is a problem. According to Dun & Bradstreet, 90% of businesses fail due to lack of knowledge and skill by the owner. And that's true with any business. You see restaurants come and go. You see all types of businesses come and go. We found the solution, and that solution is Network Marketing Pro by Eric Worre. He has a book called Go Pro. This book covers the 7 steps that you need to master to be a professional and make a professional level of income at this. Eric Worre has earned over $15 million during his time working in this type of company. All right. Now, Eric Worre is a third-party trainer. He's not sponsored by USANA, but our organization has chosen to outsource our training to Eric due to his track record for creating results. And you see that it's picked. That little line I just read is at the bottom of the slide. But that book is $12, so you need to get that. And there's also an audio you can get. The audiobook's also $12. But you master those skills, and you can go pro. All right. Now let's say that Eric knows everything you need to know, but Eric sponsors Matilda, and Matilda only retains half. And then Matilda sponsors Joe, who only retains half. And Joe just sponsors Sue, who only retains half. And Sue enrolls Eric, who only retains half. And Eric enrolls Jenny, who only retains half. And Jenny enrolls you. What's going to happen to you? You're getting trained by someone who doesn't know anything. So the solution is everybody plugs in to GoPro. Everybody is learning from Eric and getting training. And that takes the pressure off of you, because if you introduce somebody new, you do not have to be the expert. You just need to plug them in to somebody who has got the track record for creating results. Find financial freedom with USANA. So many people have done it. Now, I read these stories left to right, so I start on the top left. Here's Thomas Dirks from Texas. He's a home inspector and general contractor. Elizabeth Ryder from Colorado, management consultant. Crystal Yoder, stay-at-home mom from Georgia. Andrea Ikiwa, a computer engineer. Laura from Florida, Department of Labor Specialist. Jared Krebs from Texas, music teacher. We're actually working with Jared. He's helping us with our business and teaching us how to do this. Kate Northrop Moeller is a student from Maine. So many people from so many walks of life, registered nurses, retail sales, sales consultants. It doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters if you're willing to follow directions and help others. When you get started, this is what's going to happen. Number 1, you improve your health. Your health gets better. Number 2, you have personal growth and development working towards your new life. What matters most is how you see yourself. And take steps towards your freedom, whether that is to have a new vehicle, to spend more time with your family, to maybe pay off your debt, to give more back to society. Whatever your goals are, you are working towards those with USANA. So here are your options. Basically, to end everything out, here's your options. You can option 1 would be to be a preferred customer, and that allows you to save 10% off of retail. And that is if you would like to just be a client. You do not have to work with the company, and you just want to improve your health. To be a client, we're going to go ahead and pass out the order forms. So if you're watching this online, you can go get the form from this link here, pricelist.onebody.info. But if you're at a mixer, you pass these out right now. Okay, everyone, I'm going to pass these out. This is all the products. You see the prices there. It says what each product does. And then I'm going to pass this form out. This is your getting started form. Okay, we're passing them out, passing them out. Okay, everyone have your getting started form. All you need to do is write the products that you want there in the field. Go ahead and put the points in the price. And then you need to choose one. You can choose to have a one-time product order, or if you want to save an additional 10%, that's right, an additional, so a total of 20% off on your auto order, you choose this box, and this is for future orders. But I can tell you right now, if you want to have optimal results with USANA, you need to use the products for 3 to 6 months and give your body a chance to completely assimilate the products. So auto order is the best way, because that means that your future orders would save an additional 10%. So you can check that box if you want. And of course you can change or cancel your auto order at any time. If you say it with some conviction, they'll go auto order. If you say it with fear, they won't go out of order. And even no matter what you say, a lot of times they'll still just do a one-time order. But it's okay. We'll talk to you on our next week's training about how to retain your clients and how to turn somebody who's a one-time order into a long-term auto order client. And then I tell people, okay, just go ahead and complete your order here. Here's your pens. Pass out pens. You've got to have pens. You've got to have forms. You have to have them ready to go. You have to have them stacked up, and you pass out everything at once. Here's your here's your price list. Here's your order form, and here's your pens. And go ahead and just fill it out. And they fill it out. And you shut up. Don't start talking. Don't ask, oh, what did you think? Okay, so that's for the clients. And then you keep going here. For associates, flip to page 2. If you want to see actually make money and help others with this, flip to page 2 of the Getting Started form. And here's your options. We're going to go through them. Number one thing is to be part of the Member Associate Program is $29.95, and that's a one-time fee. And so that's the first thing you'd have to check the box and get the, it's called the Starter Kit. It's $29.95. And then you have some options. Option 1 is a 200-point order. That means you go down the price list and you choose 200 points of product that you want, and that gives you a $1,000 weekly earning potential. Or you can do option 2, which is 250-point order. So for 50 more points, you get the $1,000 weekly potential, plus 5 cycles of Business Accelerator Suite, which is your website, which is normally $20 a month. I have to pay for that. You get 5 cycles free, plus 1 event voucher, which is we have an event coming up in Las Vegas in April. You'd be in that for free. It's a $164 value. So just for 50 more points, you get all those bonuses. Or you can go option 3 or option 4. This is for your more serious business builders. Now, the option 3 is a 400-point order. It gives you a 3,000 weekly earning potential. Still gives you the 5 cycles of Business Accelerator Suite and 1 event voucher. However, option 4 really is the best option because for an extra 100 volume points of stuff you're going to choose, you get the 3,000 weekly potential, but you get 10 cycles of Business Accelerator Suite, and you get 2 event vouchers, which again is your, that would get 2 people in for free to the Las Vegas event that's coming up in April of 2015. And that's a $530 value. So again, option 4 is definitely the best way to go for the most product and the best earning potential and the most free value. And then if you look below, there's some customized packs. So if you don't want to go make your own pack, you can actually just choose one of these packs. And they're listed here. The Fast Start pack is our most popular pack because it allows one person to try everything. And it's 500 points exactly, or 501, and the price there is $695. The Couples pack is great for couples because it's like 2 of the majority of products. 2 Essentials, 2 Biomega, 2 Reset, almost the entire skincare line and hair and body line. So that's 500 volume points. You can also do the weight loss pack. That's a perfect 257 points. It gives you a 5-day reset and a month supply of the shakes, bars, and vitamins. You can do the cashback pack. This is for someone you want to retail, make your cash back quickly. You can do a reset 4-pack and 2 essentials and 4 bags of Nutrimil. It's 400 volume, and there's the price. There's also the there's some discount enrollment packs. The basic pack is 250 volume. It's a variety of the product. And then the professional pack is definitely for the one who wants to go pro. That's someone, you know, money's not an issue. You want the most product. It's over $1,600 worth of product. And it gives you over $800 of event vouchers and bonuses for your business. So again, if you really want to go pro at this and money's not an issue and you want the most product and the best bang for your buck, the professional pack's the way to go. Again, you can customize your order. If you flip the page over, you can customize exactly what you want right there. And then, of course, write in all your information there, and you can start your USANA journey. So go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and let you guys fill out the forms. If you have any questions, you can ask us, but we're just going to be silent while you make your options. Thanks again for coming, and we will talk to you soon. And that's how I end it, guys. I don't want a bunch of talking. I don't want like, what did you think? None of that. I want silence, and I want them filling out their form. A lot of times, if they're interested, they're going to start asking you certain questions and stuff, and then you can answer the questions, and you can also go to page 5 of the Fast Track Manual and ask the closing questions. Now, the closing questions help you get somebody started, but only if they aren't filling out the form. If they're filling out the form, don't stop them. Let them fill it out. But if they're having a bunch of questions or whatever, you got to be prepared with your own fast track manual, page 5, which has the associate closing questions. They start off with, what did you like about what you saw? And then you let them talk and just read through those. That's another webinar I'd like to do on closing. So maybe that will be the new, next week's webinar will be on closing and retention, on how to keep your clients once they've signed up. And then I end with this slide. I let them just see this slide. You know, thank you for coming, and that's the slide we end with. So there you have it, guys. I kind of elaborated a lot because I know y'all are listening and y'all want to improve your skill sets and be the best presenters you can be. So just to end the webinar tonight's training with you, I want to just make some announcements. Number 1 is we're having the Sweet Retreat for any women who want to improve your skills. The Sweet Retreat stands for Successful Women Empowering Entrepreneurs Together. It's February 6th and 7th. That's actually this upcoming weekend. And my mom, Viola Krebs, has gone to every Sweet Retreat since they started. Mom, would you like to share a little bit about why you're excited about the Sweet Retreat and what it's done for your business? And if anyone wants to join you, if you could explain how they can do that.
Okay, absolutely. We leave on Thursday morning, and we're already there. I'm excited because I get to see a lot of my sisters from USANA, which are not physically, you know, my physical sisters, but sisters within the organization, and they're cross-line, and we get along great. It's a great networking. And then we get to meet a lot of new people, and we get to learn from all of the, you know, a lot of the leaders that have just become gold, and it's just a very empowering women retreat. There's, you know, I don't think there could be another retreat that would give you the same energy as, you know, a bunch of women that are successful and going for the same goals. It's exciting.
Awesome. And Mom, if somebody wants to last minute just jump on a plane and meet you in Arizona, how much does it cost for them to register?
Oh, that would be awesome. You know, they can probably still get on a table of 10, and it would be $70 for 2 days. And they could just get on a plane. You know, if they're close, they could drive out. And it's $80 if you just enroll online, if you register online.
Okay.
And basically, you can find a roommate. It wouldn't be hard. You would get on there's a USANA Suite Facebook group, and it shows all of the speakers, and the people are looking for rides. Just today, we're helping somebody get from Phoenix to Scottsdale. They're going to get on our execu car. So, you know, it's fun. It really is.
Wow. Okay. Well, $80 for a 2-day training sounds like it's awesome. So, any of you ladies listening, if you want to partner with my mom and be out in the Sweet Retreat, contact her on Facebook. She can get you more information. But sometimes those last-second decisions are life-changing. If you want to jump out and go to Arizona and have a blast, let my mom know. Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. So, for those of you in San Antonio, or even Midland, Erica, or Dallas, Wendy Union, and Garen Ashli, anybody within a 5-hour driving distance, this event called Challenge U is happening, and it's February 26th through the 28th at the Holiday Inn Airport. And the best thing about this event is that everybody speaking at the event has made 6 figures or beyond. And that's who you want to learn from. You want to learn from people who are pros. You want to learn from people who have great stories. And so the flyers pictured here, many star diamonds, many $1 Million Club members, also Women's Tennis Association champion Liesl Huber is going to be there, USANA scientist from the corporate office Brian Dixon is going to be there. I'm also going to be speaking at this event. It's Thursday. It starts Thursday night at 7 p.m. It's going to be a health and freedom on Thursday night, but then Friday and Saturday are all-day trainings. By the way, those of you in San Antonio, there's only 60 tickets left. So if you haven't registered, make sure you do. It's only $79 for a 2-day training intensive. That's Friday the 27th and Saturday the 28th. It's basically 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. both days. If you're in San Antonio and you're serious about your business, you need to make this a priority, because normally to get training like this, you'd have to fly somewhere. You'd have to spend $400 on a plane ticket. You'd have to spend $500 on 3 nights at a hotel, plus the fee. You'd end up spending $1,000 to $1,500 to get what you can get just by showing up and making making this a priority in your calendar. You have a month to prep for this. Those of you who are brand new, if I haven't told you about this yet, I will be, because this is the best thing you can do, is to get professionally trained. And this event Challenge U is going to be awesome. So we'll get you more information. Again, you have till February 21st for the $79 price, but honestly, I don't think that the tickets are going to be around that long. So you can register yourself at challengeuevents.com. That's going to be awesome, and we're going to have a lot of people there. All right, now for those of you who are anywhere in the United States, which is everybody, we're having the USANA National Event. Now, this event is the whole USANA family comes together in Las Vegas once a year, and this is in April. And you see it says 1, 2, 3. Now, number 1 is the High Performance Summit. That's for gold and above. If you can qualify at the gold director level, you can attend the High Performance Summit, which is April 23rd and 24th. That's a Thursday and Friday. If not, that's okay. Still come, because Friday night is the U.S. National Gala Celebration. That is where you're basically going to be at like a red carpet dinner. I think it's a 4-course meal. Yeah, and it's like the Oscars. You're all dressed nice. We're all together as a team, and it starts Friday night. So if you're to attend this, you could fly out to Vegas Friday morning, the 24th, do the National Gala Friday night, and then all day Saturday is the U.S. National event. I heard that Eric Worre, the GoPro guy, is going to be at this event. In fact, he is. It's true. It's happening. It's confirmed. And the event's going to go all day Saturday. You can go party out at night in Vegas and then fly home Sunday. I'm going to be there. My parents are going to be there. All our top leaders are going to be there. And this event, if you came into USANA and you have an event voucher, you will get this event for free, because it's one event voucher to go to this event. So we'll get you more information about this, but this is definitely the best thing you can do for the national event, is to attend this in April. The gala, again, is Friday night. You're going to see people getting awards, the top enrollers, the top associate enrollers, client enrollers, top growth. You could be one of these people receiving an award, so you want to be there to receive it. And then, of course, the 23rd and 24th is the Advanced High Performance Summit, which we will be at as well. And this event is, I'm going to just give you guys way advanced notice, but October 14th through the 17th is the GoPro event. And at the GoPro event, this is a 4-day event hosted by Eric Worre, the author of GoPro. And I was at the event last year, and it blew my mind, because this is a non-USANA event. Okay, USANA does not make this event. This event's made by Eric Worre, and what he does is he brings the best top income earners from all different companies. And don't worry, you're going to be safe. They have a very strict code of ethics. They do not allow people to enroll others from this event. So you and your teams are safe. But the thing I loved about this event was the only people allowed on stage are people who are earning over $1 million per year. So that means the only people you're going to hear from are people who make over $100,000 per month doing this type of business, okay? Do you think that would help you to hear from people who are legends at this industry? The thing that got me is that they all came from humble beginnings, just like me and you. And this event is already sold out. All 8,000 tickets are already sold out. So you can't even buy it at the website. The only way you can get it is because I bought 25 tickets. I bought them. I laid down $5,000 and I bought 25 tickets. So if you want to be one of the 25 top people that go with us to this event, you need to contact me and I will sell you one of them. I will be selling out of these tickets probably within the month of February. So yes, the GoPro event is going to be awesome, and I just want to give you all the heads up for that one. And be prepared, guys. This is a picture of the bins I keep in the trunk of my car. You see, I got extra GoPro books. I have extra GoPro audios, Dr. Ladd, Power of Cellular Nutrition. I got the USANA Health and Freedom newspapers. And I keep this in my trunk, and I cannot tell you how many times I have had this when I needed it, and I was able to give somebody a tool right when they needed it. Be prepared, guys. Have your stuff ready in your trunk or your car at all times. And just to finish, our DMO, our daily method of operation. If you can do these 3 things, you can be successful. Very simple. Number 1, use the products every day, AM and PM. Anybody can do that. Number 2, read, watch, or listen to 15 minutes of personal development material daily. Anybody can do that. I like to listen to the GoPro audios or watch the Entrepreneur DVD that Eric Worre made. But 15 minutes of something to help you work on your skill set every single day. That's non-negotiable. You got to work on your skills a little bit at a time. Most people, though, do an hour. I like to listen in the morning for about an hour while I'm getting ready. Number 3 is text 2 brand new people per day with a simple invite text. And the one that's listed below, this is what I like to say. When I thought of quality people I'd enjoy working with, I thought of you. Would you be open to hearing what I'm doing? Send that text out 2 times a day. If you can do those 3 things, if you can do the DMO, you're going to be successful. It's going to add up. Do that 6 days a week. No excuses, no matter what's going on. We have people that have 5 kids that are doing this. We have people that work full-time jobs and beyond that are doing this. 3 things every single day. It's very easy to take your products. 15 minutes at least of personal development and 2 text messages. That's going to get you to where you want to go with your USANA business. All right, guys, we went a little over tonight, but I think it was real important to go through this training. So I just want to hear from a few people. I don't have time to go through every last one of them, but I want to hear what you learned from the webinar and any questions that you might have. So I want to go with Becky Armstrong in North Carolina. Becky, are you there? Becky, are you there?
Sorry, you're trying to unmute. Am I there?
Yep, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we have many new team members on the webinar tonight. Not everybody knows you, Becky, but do you want to just tell us a little bit about you for a second?
Okay. I've been in USANA about a year, and I am just always, every time I hear one of these presentations, it's just flabbergasted with how easy it is. You know, people ask, you know, people hear the presentation, they want to know, is it simple? Can I do it? Will I make money? And you know, you listen to this presentation, and how could they say anything but yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. It's been crafted very wisely with lots of consultants that have helped us. So Becky, what did you learn? What was your highlight for tonight that you learned?
Actually, I've got notes all over the place about the Vegas thing. I am already trying to get out west that time frame, and so I'm trying to jiggle it into my calendar to get there. I'd really like to be there.
Oh, heck yeah, we would love to see you.
I'd make it fun.
I know you would. All right, Becky, well, thanks for chiming in. It's good to hear your voice, and I can't wait to see the East Coast mixers that you're going to be hosting soon, I'm sure.
Thank you, and I can't wait to meet all you new folks. There's a lot of you I haven't met yet.
Thank you, Becky. All right, let's go to Megan Martinez in San Antonio. I just unmuted you, Megan. You have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hello?
Yes, so Megan, tell us, do you have, what were your highlights for tonight?
Well, just basically about the presentation that we're supposed to give, you know, for the mixer is just, you know, keeping it quick and keeping it short and sweet. And if they have any questions, they can ask at the end.
Hi, Max. Hey, thank you, Megan, for sharing that. That's so true, keeping it quick, short, and sweet. And I love how you got Max in the background because you can build your USANA business with your kids around. And people need to hear that.
Well, that was Mia, actually.
Oh, Mia.
Max is on the couch.
Hi, Mia.
Hi, Jared. Hi, Jared.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share, Megan?
Everything is. Yeah, sure. And I just like the fact that anything that you need is right here in this fast track manual. So if you have questions about your presentation, or if you have questions or you're not sure what to do, all you have to do is just go back and look at your fast track, your fast track manual, and it's all there for you.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go to Priscilla Ramirez in San Antonio. Priscilla. What was your highlight for tonight?
How are you?
What was your highlight?
My highlight of the night was, from the webinar was, I'm sorry, let me go to a quieter.
That's okay.
I have my kids right here. Just learning the business, and like Megan said, to keep it short and to basically everything that Megan said is what I had in mind.
Awesome. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm just I get a little bit shy in front of people, but I'll learn, as I go along in this business, I'll learn to get better at it.
Absolutely, you will. Well, I'm looking forward to your first mixer tomorrow, and we're gonna post it on Facebook so everybody can.
Me too. I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm very excited.
Awesome. All right, Priscilla. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. And one more. I want to go to Erica Carrasco in Midland, Texas. Erica.
Hello.
Hey,
I'm here.
What were your highlights for tonight?
Actually, I really enjoyed the flow of the presentation. I'm trying to figure out how to adapt it to myself. Because as you know, Jared, I have really bad migraines and they hit kind of whenever. So I like that it was fast because it keeps me from having to think too hard, to be honest, especially if I'm really not feeling too well in the middle of a presentation. So that makes it a lot easier for me and probably for them to get through instead of having to sit on a couch for an hour listening to something.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree. Well, let me ask you, too, has the USANA products helped you? I know USANA is not a cure for migraines, but have you noticed an improvement there?
Yeah, actually, I'm really chronic, or I was. I had them basically, there's 30 to 31 days in a month. I had them about 28 days a month. And mine are really rare. They actually cause stroke-like symptoms, so it's like having a stroke over and over again.
Oh, my gosh.
But after about a month on the products, because I take several different ones, but after about a month, they went down from the 28 days to 5 to 7 a month, I'm sorry. So my body obviously is having some sort of vitamin shortage.
So they've gone down from almost daily to once every 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, pretty much. Or even less than that. Sometimes I'll only have like maybe 3 days worth of a migraine in the month.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, it has seriously impacted my life.
Well, thank you for sharing that story because someone needs to hear it. And it's awesome to hear that you've had such great results and that it's impacted your life. I mean, that's the biggest blessing of all.
Definitely.
And all right, well, great. Do you have any questions before we end the webinar, Erica?
Not right now.
Okay. All right, well, it's good to hear your voice, and I want to also bring on the line Gold Directors Randy and Viola Krebs, who co-host these webinars with me, and just to ask what were your highlights, Mom and Dad, and any last questions or comments that you want to make.
Well, I really enjoy these webinars. They're priceless. I think they're really important for people to plug in and listen to the recording again if you need to. What I liked was that you invite kids to do testimonials on how they like their use animals. I would have never thought of that. And I think that is really smart. And it'd be so cute to have them stand up there and say, why they like the shakes. And obviously you have a spot for them, so, during the presentation, but then you bring them in to do a testimonial. That's so cute. Take a picture of that next time, would you?
Yes, we will. We'll try and take a video.
Well, just a picture and post it on.
Oh, accidentally muted you. Hold on.
We got it.
Okay, so, just take a picture and put it on DSI. All the kids, giving their testimonials would be so cute.
Okay, we'll do it.
If the parents are okay with that. If the parents are okay with that.
It was Megan Martinez's idea. She's got great ideas, so awesome.
She does. That's awesome.
And Dad?
No, again, watching this presentation and how you do it, the flow is just smooth, to the point. You bring the crowd in, you bring up testimonies. But no, overall, I love the presentation and it works.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for the great introduction and all the support that you do. Thank you for all the time you put in for all these recognition slides. My dad does tremendous amount of work for our team, so does my mom, in prepping all of this stuff. So it's just an honor to be working with you guys, and I really appreciate all your support.
Thank you, Jared, too. We have a great, courageous leader in you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate your mentoring. Definitely.
All right. Well, I received that. All right, everybody. So how do I unmute the lines? Do you have to just unmute each person? I mean, that's 2 minutes.
Just each person.
Okay, and then you can unmute yourself. So I like to always end the webinar by everybody just saying good night and God bless. So everyone's unmuted, so go ahead and say good night and God bless.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
God bless.
Good night and God bless.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Thanks a bunch.
Bye-bye.